Kuwait Fund Director Walid Al-Bahar is looking forward to continued cooperation with the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, following a meeting with Prime Minister Dr. Afghan South to resolve KDL contracting company issues. Noting the long-standing relationship with the government of SVG, Al-Bahar details several projects they have worked on and hope it strengthens.
Again, Your Excellency, that also as you mentioned, that Kuwait Fund also looking forward to really a continued cooperation with the government of St. Vincent by considering new projects that we are willing, to consider once the government is submit this official request. And with that also Kuwait Fund looking for, trying to consider technical assistance by preparing feasibility study for, a project that your government will be to Kuwait Fund again. It's really great honor, and we appreciate all the hospitality that extended to us during our visit here. And I would like to thank all of the colleagues that attend of this meeting in order to make sure that we will follow according to the MOU that we signed today.
Speaking on the meeting, where a memorandum of understanding was also signed between the government and the Kuwait Dynamics Limited, the Kuwait Fund Director said he is pleased with the outcome.
Police, also we had a meeting with the contractor and consultant and the subcontractor in order to accelerate the importance of implementing this project in time. As you mentioned, that we agreed to have, in order to follow these projects and implementation, a committee will be established that's involved the Kuwait Fund and also a fund where I represent them in this meeting, and also consultant contractor along with the government. And I think with this committee also will follow, the progress, and also in order to make sure that this project, according to what we agreed, that will be implemented by end of January.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Afghan South assured farmers and those complaining of unfinished roads in several communities that the better systems are in place to ensure there are no further delays in the agriculture feeder roads project. PM Kansavs noted that KDL has made a commitment to complete all roads by year end.
But I wanted to say to the people of St. Vincent and Grenadines, the discussion was very frank, very open, very honest, which is the only way we can address all the issues which held back the full implementation of this project up to this time. So I hope the motorists who hear me and the farmers in the rural areas that it looks as though we're getting over the hump.
And Kuwait's Dynamic Limited representative who was present at the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding thanked the government and people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines for their patience in the delay in the National Agriculture and Feeder Roads project.
The Honourable Prime Minister for his time, his attention and his follow-up regarding this project. I know that KDL hasn't been fulfilling its complete obligations. This is why we have been meeting and also to put bullet points in completing these roads. I also wish to thank the members of Cabinet and the Prime Minister, and as well the people of St. Vincent for their time and their attention as well to this project, as well as Kuwait Fund for attending and also agreeing on certain points, and all my love and blessings to the people of St. Vincent and the Honourable Prime Minister.
There are 5 roads yet to be completed in Phase 1. They are Montreal Gardens Road, Otley Hall Main Road, Sears Village Road, Carrera Road, and Enhams Road. There are 13 roads to be done in Phase 2. Thus far, 3 roads have been completed. In other news, CXC has announced that preliminary results for the May-June 2024 CSEC examinations will be accessible online on Tuesday, August 20th, 2024 at 3 p.m. Candidates may access their results via the student portal. In St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 2,224 students sat the CSEC examinations. 1,388 are females and 846 are males. 750 students were private candidates. Last year's CSEC pass rate was 72.16%. So in 2 weeks' time, CSEC students should know their results via the student portal. 84 recipients who recently completed the Caribbean Primary Exit Assessment CPEA from across the nation received scholarship and bursaries from the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, SVG Ex-Police Association, and the SVG Police Cooperative Credit Union. The recipients, many of whom are children of police officers, will receive assistance throughout their secondary schooling. Senior Education Officer in the Ministry of Education, Ellsworth Adams, underscored the tangible financial support given to students, which augurs well for the education revolution, and applauded the students and appealed to the students to manage the scholarship funds wisely. Officers
Your generosity
will receive assistance
is
throughout their
changing
secondary
lives. Your commitment to investing in education is creating pathways for students to reach their fullest potential. Your belief in the value of education enriches not just the lives of these students, but the community as a whole. Parents, I encourage you to manage these scholarship funds wisely to bolster your child's educational pursuits. By prioritizing their academic growth and development, you are investing significantly in their future.
A senior education officer also challenged the students to balance education with extracurricular activities while making positive contributions in their respective communities.
Your journey is just beginning, and it is filled with boundless possibilities. Embrace this moment with pride and gratitude. Let it be a source of inspiration as you forge ahead with determination and ambition. By this gesture, the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force and its allies have made a sizable investment in preparing you today for leadership tomorrow and beyond.
The theme for this year's scholarship and bursaries program is Preparing Our Youths Today for Leadership Tomorrow and Beyond. Today's ceremony brought together several individuals, including current and former police officers, scholarship recipients, and their families. Meanwhile, Vice President of the SVG Police Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Kathleen Nanton Davis, encouraged the recipients who will start their secondary education next month to remain focused. She outlined several possible challenges that they would have to overcome in their pursuit of education and gave stern warnings.
We are grateful for those who will be recipients of our bursary and our scholarships. And as the speakers before me said, please use them wisely. Parents, encourage your children. You can challenge them by setting a mark. Let them know that these scholarships are a tool that will help them within their education life. And let me leave you with this brief some words from Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful tool which you can use to change the world. So with that, I leave you and I encourage you today to accept these bursaries, these scholarships, but make sure you challenge yourself for the new term. You can set goals, you start setting your marks in head so that you can be successful.
Representative of the SVG Ex-Police Association, Michael Charles, alluded to the fact that the distractions will be many, but advised the youths to turn to God for direction. He said it is up to them to make the best of their academic journey.
The recipient of these scholarships and bursaries, you know that you were successful at your CPA. Now you'll have to work even harder and smarter because your educational journey continues. There'll be pressure and many other distractions. I urge you to stay focused, aim high, dream big, and trust in God. I want to wish the recipients of today's scholarship and bursaries all the best in their new path of their journey. Remember to soar to new heights with your wings unclipped. Keep reaching for the stars. The sky is the limit.
Being a child of a police officer has its own benefits, and one of them is affording them scholarships. Acting Commissioner of Police Enville Williams stated that the scholarship fund was set up primarily to benefit police officers' children who were successful at the grade 6 educational level. However, with the trust to build better relationships with the community and the general public diaspora, the scholarship program was modified slightly, where assistance is given to worthy recipients who are not children of police officers and who are in need of assistance.
Prior to January of this year, $20 was taken out of every policeman's salary to go towards this program. And as of January of this year, $40. A total, so this money is, and parents, you'll appreciate that when you look at the sticker price for one single book, you realize that the contribution that is taken, the compulsory contribution that is taken from a policeman's salary cannot measure up to buy half a book in most cases. So that is one of the reasons why it is not optional, because the vision from Colonel Anderson and all of the commissioners of police and the executive throughout the years is that we must create a mechanism by which police officers' children and children who are struggling financially can have a way to go to school and be educated.
Williams further added that the compulsory deduction of $20 to $40 from each law enforcement officer's salary has paid off.
From that $20 or $40 now, a child will be paid a transportation allowance of $100 at the beginning of each school term. Secondly, purchasing of all secondary and tertiary school books, including the Bible and all other school supplies, so you can stretch. So as we are in a church, I want to punctuate to ask you to keep praying for the miracle that is the police scholarship fund, because it is stretching. Payment of all school fees, including activity fee, computer lab fees, and examination fees, secondary and tertiary. Whereas other scholarship programs end when you graduate from secondary school, the police scholarship program continues for the additional 2 years that you go to the community college. So what the awardees are getting from the police force is a full academic ride.
The RSVG Police Force Scholarship Fund program is reportedly the oldest and one of the largest scholarship programs in SVG. The program was started in 1958 by Chief of Police, the late Colonel Anderson. Contestant number 3 in the Miss SVG 2024 pageant, Kiwana Haksha of Union Island, has vowed to help Union Island youths displaced by Hurricane Beryl with sports activities. This forms part of her GECU-sponsored community project she leads. The 19-year-old Haksha, Miss Lynch Caribbean Brokers Limited, also carries the Minister of Sports title. The former Miss Easterville 2023 Queen is campaigning under the theme, Lifting Spirits Through Sports.
I have the honor of leading the Ministry of Sports for my fellow Unionites over the course of 1 week. During my time as the Minister of Sports, I will focus on the importance of health and education in sports. The theme for my project is Lifting Spirits Through Sports, and is aimed at lifting spirits of my fellow Unionites post-Hurricane Beryl. Sports such as athletics, basketball, football, and netball have always united communities in Union Island since 1965, and I am excited to incorporate it as part of my community service project. Though, due to Hurricane Beryl's destruction, I would not be able to host my project on Union Island. I will work with members of my community who have relocated here on mainland St. Vincent.
Many young people from Union Island are still in shelters on mainland St. Vincent, and with this in mind, Haksha said she will target them by engaging them in meaningful sporting activities.
On August 9th, 2024. On August 13th, we would have an event dubbed Sports is the First Aid. August 15th will be declared as Karate Sports and Spirit Day. On August 17th, 2024, I will culminate my project with the hosting of Olympic Spirit. This event will be featuring a basketball and netball competition. Overall, my aim is to educate and highlight in the team spirit and unifying aspects of sports.
And youths from Peruvian Vale and surrounding communities will also be afforded empowerment opportunities through Miss SVG contestant number 2, Atalia Gloucester's community project. The 20-year-old Gloucester, Miss Flo of Peruvian Vale, who bears the title of Minister of Youth Development, is campaigning her project under the theme Little Leaders, empowering the youths for today, molding leaders for tomorrow.
Imagine a world where most, if not all, children were well-rounded. A world where children gain holistic development as leaders, entrepreneurs, and farmers. What a wonderful world that would be. It is with great pride and immense gratitude that I stand before you today as the Minister of Youth Development in this year's GECU Community Service Project.
Gloucester, who is not new to pageants, was crowned Miss SVG Independence 2020, now vying for Miss SVG 2024. Gloucester is pleased to participate in the community project, where a packed week of activities is planned later in August.
On Monday, August 19th, the Ministry of Youth Development rolls out the Little Leaders Project by visiting the Argyle International Airport. On Tuesday, August 20th, the second activity will be a reading fair, for reading is leading. On day 3, businesses in the community of Peruvian Vale will be selected to host students for a day as interns. On Thursday, August 22nd, a financial literacy workshop will be held. Day 5, Friday, August 23rd, will see a range of students from ages 7 to 17 years old involved in community beautification activity. The final event of the Ministry of Youth Development under my leadership is scheduled for Sunday, August 25th. And I would host a family fun day to raise funds for less fortunate children in the community.
The former community college graduate estimates her project to cost in the region of 2,000 EC dollars. Sponsored by GECU, Gloucester, the customer contact agent at the Argyle International Airport hopes to one day become a first-class flight attendant. In other news, the Junior Panorama Competition and the Kings and the Queen of the Bands competition will now be held on Sunday, August 11, 2024 at the Victoria Park. These activities could not be held due to the passage of Hurricane Beryl on July 1, 2024. The Carnival Development Corporation and the Yolo Pan movement agreed that since August 11th is World Steel Pan Day, Vincy Mass activities that were not held could be pulled off on that day. Other activities to be held on that day include a kiddies fair, which starts at 10 a.m. The Junior Panorama competition will begin at 2 p.m. and the Kings and Queens competition will begin at 7 p.m. Everyone is invited to witness this event as 11 junior steel bands, 9 kings and 9 queens of the band compete in their respective categories.